Now, you might want to brace yourself. Whew. Elon Musk just revealed one of the biggest scam fraud hauls that they've uncovered so far. Brace yourself for it. But first, why is everybody upset at the messenger who's finding the fraud, but not the actual fraud?
Here's a question. Why hasn't a single Democrat politician come out and denied any of the wasteful programs that Doge has found? Not a one. They haven't denied a fucking wasteful program that has been found, that we, the taxpayers, have been funding. They haven't denied a single one. They're protesting and pissed off that Elon's finding it, but they haven't denied a single fucking one. Why not? Here's a question.
Really great question. I mean, I would think that if somebody is quite literally saying, hey, you're being scammed. Yeah, bro, you're being scammed right now, you know? Yeah, that's somebody I consider a friend. But no, they rather be scammed, or are they the scammers? Man, first of all, scamming is just annoying, and that's all that these Democrats so far who are raging against Elon Musk with their TDS has been proven. And outside of that, man, the violence that has incurred. But we got to talk to you about what Elon Musk just revealed. But first,
I know I'm interrupting right now, but you really need to hear this. You know about them spam calls and text messages that you annoyed at getting? Yeah, you want to know why you're getting them? Sit tight, I got you. You see, what's happening is these big tech companies, they're not doing a good job of keeping our data safe. I feel like they're not even trying. Did you know that Bank of America recently had a breach where a vendor mishandled documents exposing customer data like social security numbers? And could you believe that they didn't inform you about this because they felt like it wasn't a good time for them to do it? They waited maybe even a year to inform you. What's also included in that stolen data is full names, addresses, email addresses, your credit card information. And I don't want nobody having that much on me. And this is why I have to bring to your attention the sponsor of today's video, Aura.com. You see, Aura alerts me if my data is ever breached, giving me fast fraud alerts and removes my info from data broker websites to cut down on spam. Aura also offers transaction monitoring, VPN, antivirus protection, parental controls, and identity theft insurance, all in one affordable app. Listen, if my info was ever compromised, I wouldn't even worry about it because I know I got Aura in the back keeping me safe. And this is why I can no longer allow yourself or your family to stay unprotected. So in order to ensure that protection, I'm going to need you to head over to aura.com/kingdomreacts right now, where you can get your first 2 weeks for free. You heard that right. And I'll do you one better. The link will be in the description waiting on you. So
Elon Musk just revealed what is one of the biggest scam fraud hauls that they've uncovered. Check it out.
One of the biggest scam fraud holes we've uncovered, which is really crazy, is that the government can give money to a so-called nonprofit with very few controls, and then there's no auditing subsequently of that nonprofit. So there's no. So this is with the 1.9 billion to Stacey Abrams, they then give themselves extremely lavish, like insane salaries, expense everything to the nonprofit, buy jets and homes and all sorts of things.
Live like kings and queens.
Yes,
on the taxpayer dime.
Correct.
You mentioned,
and this is happening at scale. It's not just one or two. We're seeing this everywhere. One of the biggest scams
happening at scale. Why are we not surprised, chat? Why are we not surprised here? Okay, so it made me think about Stacey Abrams for whatever reason. I don't know if it was a nonprofit, but I know that she was able to get like a couple $1 billion within like 30 days, whereas other people had, in order to get like 100 million through the government, they had to go through the usual due process, but that was way more lengthier. I don't know why. It just made me think of that. But somebody asked this question right below. So why the f are there no arrests happening? I really would like to know, they're identifying the fraud. Are they identifying the people whom are committed in fraud? I would only assume so. Maybe they building a case. Maybe they getting more details. Some of these things take time. Or maybe they are choosing not to, for whatever reason, and which would make me go, No, we got to play devil's advocate. It says our own treasury payment system didn't have audit controls. Literally, bro. Like, nobody was getting audited for nothing. What kind of mentality can possibly justify this? How can they live with themselves after wronging so many for so long? I don't know how, honestly. But I can see why they are vandalizing cars and calling for violence against Elon Musk. They're trying to protect their scams.
A real estate agent just refused to sell me a house because I drive a Tesla. And now they're going to get fired, most likely. So I show up to an open house, which I rarely do because this property's been on the market a good amount of time. I'm the only one there, so I get this one-on-one attention with the seller's agent. And right away, she comes up to me while I'm still in my car. I don't even make it in the house. And she goes, nope, turn around. I'm not selling you this house. And I'm like, what? Okay, why? Because you drive a Tesla, you support all this, and that. I'm like, okay, it's just a car that I've owned for over 3 years. Sorry I couldn't take my other car out with me, this one I wanted to. So I just leave. I don't know if she was born in 1950, but I just found the seller online, found his phone number, gave him a call, explained the situation, and he's probably going to fire her. And real estate agents, not always, but a lot of the time are useless, aka in this case, and now we're probably just going to do a direct sale together. And she just lost out on $25,000 because there's a reason why this house has clearly sat on the market a good amount of time. But me and the seller couldn't be more happy to save some money here. Now I honestly want to make it this deal and buy this house just in spite of her.
Ha! Hey, that'll make you do it. I want a Tesla just because they keep... Honestly, that's the thing about Democrats that I don't think they understand. The more that they push against and rage against Donald Trump or with the TDS and his blind rage, I think they don't realize how much it employs us or it encourages us Trump supporters to ride even harder. You make the bond that much harder. It's almost like we sitting back going, yo, y'all see this? All together. That's how all of us looking at the Democrats right now are seeming to be when we look at every news story that pop up. It says he can have his license revoked. There are strict laws about discriminating when you are holding a real estate license. Definitely, man. You turn somebody around over that money, man. Y'all, no. Y'all gonna let the politics get in the way of y'all making y'all living. You know what I'm saying? Legit living. I ain't saying letting politics get in the way of you scamming or nothing like that. But I'm saying, you gonna sit there and miss out on some G's just because homie pulled up with the Tesla in which the Democrats supported heavily, and in fact they supposedly endorsed because it helps the climate. Matter of fact, do we have any climate change protests happening as of late? Matter of fact, can anyone explain why they are upset with Elon Musk? Please.
What do you think is the worst thing Elon Musk and his Doge team has done so far?
We don't really know what they've done in there, so I think that's very dangerous that they're, using their technological, all the technical stuff that they're doing, computerized with computers and with.
You don't know what they're doing, but you know they use the computers.
Agencies.
What do you think is the worst thing?
Oh, man. I mean, there you have it. Man. A good one, Vince. Yeah, man, shout out to Vince. I'm definitely going to give him a follow after that. Seriously, you got to be able to defend yourself. That's one of the things that I learned as a liberal when I was a Democrat, when I was having that conversation about Donald Trump and I couldn't defend my reasoning on why I thought he was racist or all these other things that CNN told me that he should be. Hey, thank God that I jumped off of that plantation. Now, Elon Musk, for what it's worth, he's the largest taxpayer in history.
For what it's worth, I'm the largest individual taxpayer.
Hold on, they can't hear you. Let me speak up.
For what it's worth, I'm the largest individual taxpayer in history. So I paid over $10 billion in tax. You're welcome. Like I sort of thought maybe the IRS would send me a little trophy or something. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be one of those like things you get for when kids win a karate competition, like a little plastic gold trophy or something like that, or a cookie or something. But
I didn't get anything. It's like, you know. But I was happy to pay the taxes. I don't mind, you know. For what it's worth.
Man, come on. This is the guy that y'all don't like? This is the guy? This is the guy that y'all don't like. America, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. Hence the reason why Matt Van Swole says, hence the reason why he is on such an insane campaign to make sure that the money is being used wisely. Who could be against that? If you pay $10 billion in taxes, I'm sure you will want to know where it is going. That man paid more taxes than I will ever touch. You know how somebody in the comments, hey, young brother, don't doubt yourself. You never know. No, I know. I know. Like, whoa. You know, if I, touching a bill is going to be cool. You know, so as long, rich to me is having options, personally. If I can wake up and do what I want, you know, or be able to purchase an experience or an item, even if I got to wait a little while to make sure funds are sorted correctly, that's rich to me. You know, debate me on it. Not such a flex he seems to imagine. As Warren Buffett once said, his secretary paid more in taxes as a percentage of income. Man, I don't care what you say. That's a major flex. Okay, any way you try to put it. Now, you know, Elon Musk is just a product of TDS. But why does every TDS patient lack information as to why they oppose Trump, just like you just seen with Elon?
What's about your sign today?
Well, he's a liar, don't you think?
What do you think is the biggest lie he's told?
I think everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. I think everything that he says, you should believe the opposite.
Any specific examples?
Where do I even begin? What do you...
When they start with the where do I begin, that's how I know they ain't got nothing. Look, she over there looking for help, but she went immediately. What do you?
What do you...
You can come join.
This is my over. He already has. The tariffs are not going to cause the cost the American people money. Junior? That he's not going to lie to us. Trust me, everything will be fine.
What's about your sign?
Okay. Okay, you know. It's OCKS. And here we have AOC.
This dude is probably one of the most unintelligent billionaires I have ever met.
Well, you know, I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude.
This dude is probably one of the most unintelligent billionaires I have ever met or seen. This dude.
You know, the first half of that sentence was yours right until you got to the billionaire part. Feel like you was talking about yourself right till you got to the billionaire part. However,
what is it? Are we the only ones here? Well, duh, I'm your reflection, silly. Are you sure you're my reflection? Yeah, I'm like totally your reflection. Prove it. Okay. If you're my reflection, what number am I like totally thinking about right now? Pickles? Okay, cool. So what's your secret? Okay, so like I've totally had a crush on Elon Musk for like ever. Duh. And I like totally want to date him so bad it makes me fart. I know, I can like totally smell it. Okay, so like I know he's like a billionaire racist and like whatever, but oh my gosh, every time I think about him, I get so moist. I totally feel like I'm at a Bernie Sanders spin class. You sure have like totally broken a lot of nails to Elon over the years. I know, right? Every time I think about him, I break a nail. What's wrong?
I think I'm going to stop it right there. You know what I mean? I thought we was going to have a little fun with it, but you know what I'm saying? I don't need YouTube tripping.
To Uranus? Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you totally took a bath and used soap and junk, I think Elon would, like, totally ride his rocket to Uranus. You're?
Uranus. It's come on. Look, y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Appreciate all the love and support that y'all been sending me. I'm okay. I just took a day off. There's nothing wrong with me or nothing like that. But that goes to show me that y'all really care about my well-being, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. So thank y'all.